All right, greetings, man. It's been a while, but man, I'm back at it right here, man. I really gotta deal with now this Loki right here, guys. I really gotta deal with it. And really, again, spoiler if you haven't seen it right now. We're gonna break down some stuff. We're gonna spoil it if you ain't seen it already. I really highly recommend you guys check this out because there's so much, really. And originally I wasn't even gonna watch the Loki, but I thought I'd give it a chance. The first episode. And obviously they started dealing with time, right? They started dealing with the time and the TVA and all that. So I really just, you guys know a lot of time and space and all that. So I really had to get into it. But man, the final episode, guys, oh man, we gotta deal with it, man. We gotta deal with it. So again, where can we start with this? So again, but see, based on the final episode, it really goes to show how Marvel do their stuff, right? Because when they, again, spoiler alert, when they revealed, obviously it's all about Loki, right? But when they revealed the female Loki, that was really kind of a shock to us. That was really a shock to the viewers of female Loki. That was really a shock to the viewers. But then when you see the final episode now with Kang now, it finally makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He who remains, it finally makes sense. So it's almost as if they built the whole series around that final scene. Because again, when you see the male Loki and the female Loki sitting before Kang, it's almost as if they built that around the whole series around that final scene, and they worked their way in reverse. This is Tenet once again. They're working their way in reverse, and so the way they do this, so that's similar to the way I do my stuff as far as my books and all that. Saying coming soon, more revealed shortly, more reveal coming soon. That's the way I do my stuff also. It's in reverse, but where I don't just try and do it from the beginning, but there's in between and in the end, and it's that's the way I do my stuff. So really, where can we start with this, man? Really with this video, I literally I could just sit here. That's literally, for this whole video, I could literally just sit here because it's right there. What more needs to be said about this guy? It's right there. But again, for those who haven't seen it, for those, you really need to check that out because again, it's right there. And again, so now just to tap into it slightly, just to tap into it a little bit. Again, so we're dealing with Kang, right? And really what it showcased was that Kang was all knowing, all seeing, he had all the knowledge. But I liked how they broke down, the history of Kang. That was really deep. The history of Kang, he was into science, different things of that nature, and then the timelines and all that, right? But really what was key though, what was interesting for me, there's different aspects to it. I want to tap into those aspects. So the first aspect for me, the first aspect really was where they went into now. So Kang, so they wanted to defeat Kang. They wanted to defeat whoever was behind the TVA. They found out it to be him, right? And they wanted to defeat him, right? And how he was basically invincible, unstoppable, right? Invincible, he was unstoppable. You see, so really, and how there was the only way that Kang could really be defeated, he had to essentially give himself up. Almost, he had to give it up. But he told them basically, if you take me down, then in the end, I end up sitting back at this same seat regardless. And that was so powerful that they actually put that in there. That was so powerful. The fact that, but I always knew they knew this based on previous, the X-Men and all that. I already knew that they knew this, but it was powerful, the fact that they even put that in there. They even put that out there. That even if you try and defeat Kang still wins in the end. So that was it was powerful stuff. And but what was also deep was how they were asking, all right, if you've got all this power, you got all this power. Because he was saying to them, all right, and you got two options here. You either take it over, and I just take a back seat in this, and you guys take it over. You guys run the show, right? Or, he basically does, again, you defeat him, and he ends up in the same spot regardless. So Kang's basically saying is that he needs to still exist, right, and operate to an extent and exist for Loki to then have for Loki to then run the show and do what he needs to do, but Kang needs to exist. But then the female Loki, she's like, nah, we got to defeat this guy. So there's this infighting, but really, but he's basically saying this is what's taking place, right? So ultimately, it was so deep again. But again, what was deep was the fact that when we dealing with it now. So really, what was deep was how when they spoke about, okay, why is he doing this? Why is he essentially giving it up? If he's got all of this and this is all that there is, why is Kang essentially giving it up? And this is a question that really, a lot of people don't really understand when it comes, when you're dealing with Kang. A lot of people won't really understand that. Well, if he's got all this, so obviously they already laid in the surface that you can't defeat Kang. Kang has to give it up. This timepiece on his wrist, a timepiece, you know what I'm saying? And he basically took that off, right? So he took it off, right? And he said, all right, then now he's saying, all right, now I'm open now to be defeated, right? But prior to that, so he has to give himself up. And that's basically synonymous with Superman in handcuffs. If Superman's in handcuffs, then it's not all right, hooray, we defeated Superman. But really, wait a second, something's not right about this. You see, so they knew something ain't right about this. Why we can't give it up? And can we, he was talking about how, he needs a new people for this, and basically, these, Loki's fresh, and he's fresh, and he's, basically he's got the drive for this, he's got the motivation for this to want to do this. And I would agree with that. That's why Kang chose Loki, because again, the drive for this. But really, the deep aspect to it, again, why would Kang give it up? So really, there's more to this, and Kang shows you that there really was more to this based on the multiverse and all that. And there was balance in the multiverse, that there's more to this. So this one realm to Kang, that it's basically nothing, right? This one realm, so he can give that away, he can give that up, because this one realm is nothing to him, because there's so many realms. It's basically a multiverse, and there's so many realms, so many timelines. This is nothing for Kang, you see. So it really, it was brilliant. It really was brilliant. Really was. So I'm really looking forward to just the next phase of the MCU and where they want to go with this next, deal with Kang now. And it was brilliant. That's all I can say. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? It was right. And the only thing I would disagree with, as far as when he spoke about, when I asked him, okay, why is he giving it up? And he said, all right, this is why we're giving it up. But really, but we know that when we're dealing with that, there has to be, that's really a question that Loki can't answer, really. That's really a question that Loki can't answer, really. And I really question that, that's really only for Kang. And those like Kang to really answer that question as far as, but it's really a deep question. If Kang had it all, why is Kang giving it up? So again, there's more to this, but also there has to be even a contingency even in place. And this is what needs to be understood. This is what really needs to be, that question needs to be as a contingency. That Kang may have would have even left if he gives, Loki becomes in charge now, then the contingency that Kang would have even left behind, just in case, you know what I'm saying? So, man, they gave it to us, man. It was brilliant, guys. Really, it was fantastic. It really is deep, man. So I don't want to make this video too long, man. You guys need to check that out, man. Loki, the whole series, man. Just for the last episode alone, you guys need to check that out. So again, just a quick one right here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you get some good information. All right, people. Thanks for watching.